Welcome to this program, which is BUNCRYP Academy program. We are in this presentation, which is a webinar in form of. We will be deliberating on the topic which I posted earlier on my WhatsApp page that we are going to talk about, and that is about the secrets that no one is going to tell you in the market. You can Google through the internet, check various YouTube platforms. I'm not sure you see anyone who is going to tell you this secret I'm about to reveal to you guys today. So if you are new to this channel, this is BUNCRYP Academy. BUNCRYP Academy is a Nigerian P2P based exchange. We buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and we also give our clients informative content that will help them in their investment. And before we start this video presentation this night, please listen carefully to this disclaimer. Everything we are going to say this night is based on educative purpose or information in which we will give you for you to use on your own. We are not your financial advisor, and we do not have license to give financial advice. So if you choose to do what we teach in this webinar, you are doing that at your own risk. And whatever you are doing in crypto trading, you should know that crypto trading is risky and you can lose part or all your capital. So if you have that in mind, then let's fight. So what is the secret that we want to reveal to you guys today? The secret is how to buy the dip and how to spot crypto cycles. I know there is a popular term on the internet that says buy the dip, sell the top. But the question that keep on being complex, that boggles the mind of everybody, is how deep is the dip going to be? How do I know when to start buying the dip? No one gets to tell you that. Even the big traders all end up telling you buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. So in this video presentation, we will take an in-depth time to give you guys a insight on how you can be able to spot the right time or the best possible time to buy the dip. And when you have that at the back of your hand as a tool, you can be able to profit from this market. So having that in mind, know that the watch word we are using in this broadcast is what? Buy the dip. So wait, I'm coming. Buy the dip. So the secrets. So secret number one is using TDI and (3D) method. TDI and 3D method. Secret number 2 is RSI method. Don't get yourself confused thinking we are talking about RSI overbought and oversold. That is totally wrong. We are not using that. We are not using that at all. So just bear that in mind. So The third secret is using market structure. So having this in mind, we'll now move over to the first one, which is TDI and the 3D method. So what is TDI, as you might be asking? TDI simply means Traders Dynamic Index. While I will not go into detail to explain this tool, we would want you to use the internet as your guide, possible other YouTube videos as a guide to understand what TDI simply is all about. But just know we are using Traders Dynamic Index, and we are just going to give you guys a slight overview of what it's all about. If you look, if you take a closer look at my screen, you can see something down there. I will be using a drawing stick to point it out for you guys. So you will look at this thing that is down here. You can see it. That is what we call the TDI, Traders Dynamic Index. So this one here now, these two blue line are BB. What is BB? That is simply Bollinger Band. Then this yellow line is what we call the signal line, which is moving average 34, and this simple moving average 34. Then this red and green one is also moving average 7 and 2. So that is what the Traders Dynamic Index composes of. Then for those of us who are using Binance, you are not going to see it on your Binance charts, and I'm not sure you can get it. I don't know of any crypto platform you can get it from, but if you guys know, you can comment on the box below and let us know what you think about that. So but for you to get it the way you can see on my charts, simply use TradingView. You can get TradingView online. It's a certain platform. Just use TradingView, register, and now you can have your charts uploaded. You want to know how to use TradingView? The internet is your friend. You can get the information there free of charge. But this one I'm going to reveal now is not on the internet. So back to where we stop. The TDI and 3D method, I'm still on it. So when you have the Traders Dynamic Index, the second thing that you should have, which you can see on my chart, is your moving average. Your moving average, you should get your moving average ready. These are your moving averages. So which period am I using in this moving average? The period I'm using is your 50-day moving average. That's the most important one, although the 200 is good, but we are using the 50-day moving average. So to simplify the whole thing, you can also use 40-day moving average or 60-day moving average, but for this tutorial we are using a 50-day moving average. Then let's go to the next one, and that is the 3D. What is the 3D we are talking about here? So for you to know what the 3D we are talking about here, you should know this simple thing in market analysis, and that is trend. If you cannot be able to define what a trend is, it will be very, very difficult for you to understand what this 3D is all about. But to give you a brief overview, a trend is simply a series of higher high and lower lows. So for example, this is a trend: lower, low, low, then low, low, then we have then a higher low, then we have a lower low, then we have, oh sorry, this thing sometimes to misbehave. Okay. So where are we? Okay. So we have another one which is here, lower high, and another one which is lower low. We have another one which is lower high, and then we have this one, lower high, and then boom, you have it here. So this is when you want to talk about a bearish trend. Then let's talk about okay, I wouldn't bore you guys talking about bullish trend because that's not the main purpose of this our discussion this night. So we'll leave that for another time when we're talking about how to pick your lows or whatever, pick your highs or whatever. So but in this one we will focus on how to buy the dip. So if having in mind that we are done with this, we understand this setup, we'll move over to the next phase where we will now expatiate more. So the 3D method which we are emphasizing here is touches down. So we watch 3 touches to be able to make our entries and now have our confirmation. So at this phase now, I will want each and every one of us to pay very rapt attention to what I'm going to say. So when you watch movements here now, you see this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I want to call 3D. Look at it here. Hope you guys can see it. So whenever a market is on a bearish momentum, or in a simple term, when a market is moving down, it goes down with a series of lower low and higher low. What do I say? I said lower low and higher low. I repeat, lower low and higher low. So in as much as this formation which I drew here is maintained, the market is on a bearish momentum. So at every point in time the market is on a bearish momentum, we count 1, 2, 3 lower low, and then on the third one we will be anticipating what? A reversal. Mark my word, it is not always the case. I repeat, it is not always the case, but because we are anticipating a reversal, and we know that reversal in most cases, in 90 to 80% of the cases, start from the third leg of a bearish momentum, which we now start anticipating a reversal in the trend from the third touch. So because we are having this anticipation in mind, we will now be looking for a way to confirm our perception of entry. That is where the indicator usage comes into play. Just like I told you guys, we do not use indicator in trading. I personally don't use indicator. We don't use indicator in trading, but we use it as a point of reference or confluence to justify whichever position we are entering or using, but we don't use it basically for analysis. So once we have understood the tools in which we are using, the first tool I said is Traders Dynamic Index. The second one is moving average, and I mentioned the moving average we are using period 50 and 200. I said you can also use 40 or 60. So the second one is you should be able to know the trend, and once we are on a bearish momentum, you count 1, 2, 3. The third dip, that is the third lower low, you start anticipating a reversal. And I said it is not always the case, but we know that most reversals start from the third extension. So for those of us who are using Elliott wave, you might be able to understand better from what I'm saying. I don't want to go into that complexities of Elliott wave. Then those of us who are using Wyckoff method, if you're using Wyckoff method, you should also understand what I'm saying. But this is just the brief overview of it. From the third step, we start anticipating market reversal. So, but we need an entry confirmation to be able to give us this complete hindsight that we are anticipating market reversal and will buy the dip. So, note, this description I am giving here is not a speculative description or information. It is under an investing perspective. So it is encouraged to be used by investors. Do not apply or attempt to use this method in futures trading or margin trading. You are doing so at your own risk due to the fact that the entry positions you get with this type of method have pullback, which might be up to 20 to 30% pullback before the actual continuation of the trend. So except you have a risk up to that extent, that means you might want to try it on futures or margin trading. So but we are using this to invest after we might have studied an asset in crypto market in which we want to invest. We will now use this method and apply it and use it to do the investment. So with that in mind, we have investment perspective. Then it means that you should be able to know what we call dollar cost averaging. What I mean by dollar cost averaging is that if we buy a position at an anticipated market reversal zone and it didn't go as we expect and it moved down lower from that point in which we make the purchase, we start counting our what 1, 2, 3 from that exact point before we now buy another one when we now get our entry signal. So if it breaks low again, we start buying again. So on a theoretical condition, we know that in a bearish momentum, on a historical data in which we have studied, that for Bitcoin cycle it does not pass 3 levels. But when you use our confirmation method, you get in at the right time. Just once you get in at the right time. If you use our confirmation method, that is the RSI method, it will just give you once, and that once it will pick you and you are in. But this one is going to give you 3 entries maximum from a historical perspective. Note, from a historical perspective. I hope we are clear on that fact. So then we are now telling you what we are telling you based on actual market facts or data in which we have gotten. So you count that method, then you now push the entry trigger. So now, having understood the concept behind this Traders Dynamic Index 3D method, we will now take a good look at the chart and see how far or how well this method have performed in the market. How has it been able to give us entry in a bullish market for us to buy the dip? Remember, we do not know how deep the market can go, but we know in anticipation possible zones in which we can enter the market and we can beat our chase with comfort. We bought the dip. So first of all, we will start with the bearish market we experienced this year, early this year. We will see how one who is using our method might have fared. So let's go to the chart. So in front of me here, you will see the full setup of what I described previously. We have the 50-day moving average, the 200 moving average, the traders dynamic index in our chart. So look at what happened. In this downtrend, we have 3 moves in which we can observe, and in this 3 move we will see something that is of very important to us, and something I would like to add in this 3D movement. In this 3D movement, sometimes the price might not reverse at the 3rd leg immediately. It might form what we call a W pattern before it spikes, while in some cases it will only reverse in the 3rd leg. So whichever the case scenario might be, the watch point to confirm reversal either immediately at the 3rd leg or at a W formation is the formation of an engulfing bar. This is what we want to see either at the 1st leg or the 2nd leg as a confirmation of a possible reversal from either of the 2. So when we see an engulfing bar, we will now use it as a signal to make our judgments. While that is not our entry method, but we use it as a signal for a possible reversal zone. Please, I would want you guys to possibly watch this video over and over again so that you will understand exactly what I mean and try to practice them. Remember, you have to practice, go through the charts, backtest, and be able to have confidence in what we are describing. So now watch this chart. Now this is what a bearish setup. So we have our lower low here, we have another lower low here, and we now have another lower low here. So you guys can see it from this perspective. Then hope you guys have seen it. We have lower low, lower low, lower low, and this 1, 2, 3. And from the 3rd leg, what do we see? Boom, the market reversed. Nobody is going to reveal this secret to you. If you search the internet, you're not going to see this secret. So we call it the secret of picking of buying the dip in crypto cycle. And so back to what we said before, we said that reversal sometimes takes place either at the 3rd leg or at the W formation of that 3rd leg. Now if you watch this 3rd leg, you notice something. If you watch this 3rd leg, you notice something. Can you see any engulfing formation there like this? Can you see? The answer is no. But notice what happened in this W formation. Can you see any engulfing bar there? Yes, of course. You can see an engulfing candlestick there. So what can you notice? That there is an engulfing candlestick. Then how do you now apply this in your trading? Because this is not our entry signal, but it has also already given us a vivid information that yes, the market is about to reverse. The second confirmation we are not going to receive is as the market was busy making a higher high, traders dynamic index is making what? A lower high. Then for we to confirm our entry, we need to wait for this 2 moving average, the red and the green one, to cross the signal line. And once they are crossing at the signal line, they should cross at the signal line together with crossing the 50-day moving average. These 2 setup need to be formed. Note, entry, there should be close of a candlestick, and at the close of this candlestick it should cross the 50-day moving average, at the same time crossing what? The signal line. I repeat, the 7 and 2 moving average in the traders dynamic index should cross the signal line together as it is crossing the moving day average. So when that happens, we will now make our entry. So if someone use this entry, you see that you have gotten into this market and bought the dip at this place, you can see it, and boom, the market rallied. So as market is rallying, what do traders do? They start counting. This is 1, this is what? 2, and we'll be waiting for our what? Our 3. I don't need to tell you what you should do at the third leg. So you should be counting 1, 2, 3. You should know what you should do at the third leg. But that is for those of you who are attempting a market reversal. But this video we are focusing on how to buy the dip. Then to tell you that this can also be used in terms of market reversal, I'm not going to go too far in explaining these things. Look at another important place in which you can be able to know that you can use this method to buy the dip. As this market was moving, we counted 1, 2, 3. Did we see any reversal? No. Why? Because as this crossed the signal line here, we did not see any engulfing at this zone, did we? No. So we now wait again. When we waited, we saw that at this place now, what happened? It has crossed the what? 50-day moving average, and at that same point, immediately at that same point, like I told you, it was crossed below the signal line. So as it crossed this below the signal line, what can we see? You can see what? 1, 2, 3. Like I told you before, you guys should always note this thing. I told you before in my previous the last section I was discussing, that sometimes market do not reverse at the third leg. It forms a what? A W formation, and this W formation, the third leg might be the entry point. So once we count 1, 3, and we are waiting to see if we can see at that zone. Sorry, I made a mistake. In interpretation. So once it does the 3 step, what next we are waiting for is what? An engulfing bar. So we have 1, 2, 3. So there is no engulfing bar. We negate this one. Move on to the next one, which is what? 3. Is there an engulfing bar? Yes, there's an engulfing bar. Hope you guys understood the correction. Let me repeat it again. When market is on an uptrend and we start anticipating reversal, we start anticipating at the third what? Leg. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. In this third one, in which I anticipating reversal, do you see anything like bullish and bearish engulfing? No, we negate it. Then this second one, do you see anything like engulfing? Yes, at this tiny point, you can see an engulfing that is like this. You can see it there. So we count it what? 3. Now in this third formation now, if you decide not to use this entry point which I drew here, you can equally use this one. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? See that at this formation, at the formation of the W pattern of the third one, which I told you guys this is how it's going to be. Hope we are clear in that perspective, we can see what? A bullish engulfing. Very clear, very clear, a bullish engulfing. At the same point, crossing the 50-day moving average. At the same vein, crossing the signal line. So this is here we will draw cutting to our explanation this night. I would have gone through all over the chart to show you how you would have benefited if you used this method, but that is your own assignment. I have done the work of revealing the secret to you, and I know you guys will be asking me a question about what about the second secret. I told you we are using what? 3 secrets. The first one is TDI and 3D method. The second one is RSI method, which is a very high simplified method and potent, and the market stop one, which is the most potent. So in this one, I told people that we have the entry point. The entry point is the 50-day moving average and the traders dynamic index crossover. So if you should wait for crossover, the signal line is a filter between bullish and bearish. Is the filter. So immediately the moving average crosses together above and crosses the signal line, we call it bearish. Crosses below or inside but crosses the signal line, we call it bullish. Then we make our confirming entry when there is a breakout of a 50-day moving average. And note, very important, as you're counting your 1, 2, 3 for anticipatory reversal, the third leg should have an engulfing candle, whether bullish or bearish. If the third leg doesn't have bullish or engulfing, you should do what? Negate it and count the next one or the next 2 that might have bullish engulfing as the third leg, and you start anticipating a reversal. Sometimes the reversal might not take place immediately at the third leg. It might take place at a W pattern formation. So once it's taking place at W pattern formation, you should also watch for the words bullish engulfing, bullish or bearish engulfing. And once you see that, you now take your position. So then we have confirmation trigger in which you can use to confirm this, but we are going to do it this way. We have the confirmation trigger and we still have the RSI method and the market structure method. So we are going to tell you guys about the confirmation of this first one, which is the TDI 3D method, when we reach 500 subscribers. We're targeting 500 subscribers in 2 months time. So if we reach 500 subscribers, we will reveal that confirmation point for this first one, in which we said in this webinar. Then for the RSI method, the most simplest, even simpler than this TDI 3D method, but more potent than this TDI 3D method, and the market structure method is very or extremely effective. So for we to review this secret of RSI method, and I said it earlier, don't think it is RSI overbought or oversold. It is far from it. In fact, there are many things about RSI that people don't even know. So, and we are going to review that to you guys on that day. So for we to review this RSI method, we are targeting 1,000 subscribers, 1K subscribers. And for we to review this market structure method, we are targeting 10K subscribers. So if you find this video very informative and educative, please don't forget to do well to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to push the notification button. Again, if you want to help us to reach these targets, which are the points in which we are waiting for to release or reveal more secrets about buying the dip in the market. And another bonus, we are going to tell you how to pick your tops and bottom. Yes, they say that nobody can pick top and bottom, but you can be able to pick tops and bottom effectively. Nothing is 100% guaranteed in the financial market, or some things have high odds. So we will reveal those secrets to you guys. But we are waiting till when we have a bigger audience. So you can do us the favor by sharing this video. And one more thing is, if you know anybody who is trading crypto, or who have crypto assets, or who bought crypto assets, please and please, I repeat, please and please send this video to that person. He needs it. This video can save heartbreak from someone. In fact, if so many of us have this video, this kind of loss we had here at this point, this massive loss we had here at this point, we wouldn't have experienced it. If we had this video, we would have exploited this opportunity. And now we have this video, something is about to happen here, and we know the best way to do what? To profit from it, or to avoid that catastrophe. So you see why this video is very, very important. So it will be selfish on your part that we, on our own magnanimity, the BUNCRYP Academy, on our own magnanimity, reveal this secret that no one is willing to tell you for free. This secret is what people charge 5,000 USD to reveal, but we are giving to you guys free of charge. So what do we expect from you guys as a way of appreciation is what? We are not saying you should come and patronize us. If you want to patronize us, if you're living in Nigeria, if you want to buy and sell cryptocurrency, we are free. Remember, it is the best way to buy and sell your cryptocurrency. If you want to do that, you are free. We are not saying that is a prerequisite for us to review what we are revealing today. No. What we are saying is that pass the information to others so that they will benefit. Except you find this information not educative, fine, don't give it to them. But if you find this very informative and educative, please and please, we are pleading, help others as you have been assisted. Share this video to people who might need it. You don't know who you can save with this video. It might be your family relation, it can be your friend. It can save someone of his or her hard-earned money. So please endeavor to share this video, and as you are sharing the video, please and please make sure to subscribe, push the notification button, and like the video. We would like to get your comment below, and we would like to receive your emails. Any questions, any guide, we would like to receive that. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.